Hi there Leo, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your weekly intuitive reading for November 16th through to the 22nd. And Leo, thank you for your amazingly positive comments on me doing this face to camera thing and, you know, showing up and getting over shyness. It wasn't actually as hard as I thought, and you guys were amazing. Best viewers ever, no nasty comments or weird ones or anything like that. So I just want to say thank you so much. Let's get into your reading. I will be starting with the Work Your Light Oracle as per usual, drawing you an overarching tarot card from the Moonchild Tarot, and then getting out your tarot story with good old Rider-Waite and the Star Child Tarot. So let's do it, Leo. Shuffling these out. That one wanted to come out. I think it was this one here. Oh, Leo. Awakening. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. You know, as above, so below, Leo. I mean, so many people are going through levels of awakening at the moment. It's just the year for it. And it's not just on the individual level, you know, our, like, you know, Mother Gaia, like our systems, like everything is changing, is moving to another level. And you might say, no, it's all just going to complete chaos. But part of the awakening process, actually the first part of the awakening process, is to release the density. Like if you go through a spiritual awakening, you will go through a massive purge after that, where you kind of wake up and nothing fits anymore. And, you know, Spirit wants you to release what's not in alignment so that you can then clear space for what is in alignment, what is a new vibrational match for your higher ascended energy. And that's what will happen. We're actually seeing it on a global scale at the moment, and many of us are going through that on a personal level. And I think that, you know, this time that we've journeyed this year has been a real awakening to people. It gave them the ability to stop, to do a stock take of what is truly meaningful. And I know, you know, some of my friends, like, I don't want to go back to, you know, that corporate job where I'm rushing around, I'm commuting an hour, you know, each direction, each way. I want to live my life. I want to be in joy. I want to be aligned. I want more time with my family. I want to find my purpose work. Yeah. So you could be going through levels of awakening, guys. There's obviously, you know, a lot to that process, but I kind of believe that we're all in it at some point at the moment. So let's go to the tarot. Get your overarching energy out here, Leo. Queen of Wands. Generally the energy of Aries, but Leo, fire sign energy, so it just could be you in this instance. And Queen of Wands is about really being discerning, total eyes on the prize, of, you know, really recognizing the opportunities that are in alignment with you. It's about, you know, living from passion, purpose, finding what lights you up, whether it's in relationships or whether it's in work. You know, that's the Queen of Wands. She is a real energy of abundance, you know, manifestation, and she really uses her deep instinctual fire energy along with, you know, that beautiful sort of logic and all of those kinds of things of Aries. So Queen of Wands is on your side. You could be dealing with a fundamental Aries person, but I'm really feeling finding your passion here, Leo. So let's go to the Rider-Waite, beginning with the energy of the recent past. Energies leaving, completing, or transitioning. What you may be journeying, Leo. 10 of Cups. Yeah, moving towards your joy, your harmony, your heaven. We'll see what the clarifier is for that. It is a 10. It can be a completion as well. Aries, again, is in this reading, so that is the Emperor and your current or focus energy. Let's get your outcome energy for Leo. Outcome energy, please, for Leo. Ten of Pentacles. So you've got 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles with the Emperor in between. It's time for you, Leo, to get back in the driver's seat, because you are the one that can make this happen. There could be a breakthrough that's coming for you. This is about operating from authenticity, truth, and total honesty and clarity to yourself here, Leo. Let's clarify, because the cards are amazing so far. Clarifying the Ten of Cups for you. Eight of Pentacles. Clarifying the Emperor. Oh, Leo. The Sun. That is your card from the Major Arcana with the Three of Wands as well. Wow. This is so positive, Leo. It might be a bit of hard work, you know, to get there, but everything is heading in the right direction. Clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. The Universe, which is the world, and the Seven of Swords. Removing inauthenticity from your life, removing what doesn't fit. Got the Eight of Swords at the bottom of this deck here. Whew, well, you know, we're starting with the Eight of Swords here, and I feel like this is the past energy, Leo. This is the energy of, you know, the trapping that comes from following the ego mind. And obviously it's general reading, this can be in so many different areas, but it could have been, you know, the past, you know, feeling like you had to do what, you know, society wants you to do, what, you know, you studied at uni, invested lots of money in, so now I've got to do it. It's that real energy of, well, I've got to do what my mind is telling me is success in my life. That's the energy of the Eight of Swords. It's about, you know, sometimes when we really push from that place, from the mental, from the ego, we actually end up building a prison for ourselves. So, you know, it could be, you know, I spent all this money getting this degree and going to uni, therefore I have to do this now, but I've actually had an awakening and I don't really enjoy this. It's not actually aligned with my soul journey, and then feeling like, you know, we're trapped in it. Maybe you've built your whole life around that in terms of financial commitments. So I feel like you've had an awakening to something that, you know, really seeing what has been trapping you, and it's really time to release yourself from it. The Eight of Swords is really about making the shift from ego and intellect being the driving force of your life to a place of instinct and intuition, because that's where your soul communicates with you and where, you know, your truth lies, right? And I really feel there's going to be a breakthrough in that this week as well. So we're getting out of this Eight and entering into a new Eight. And the new Eight is like this Eight of Pentacles. After having that awakening to what is trapping you through following the desires, the lusts of the ego mind, you realize, actually, I kind of wanted to be on another path. Screw that degree, screw that whatever it is. I'm not saying, not being, you know, not for everybody, guys, but just saying sometimes we have a awakening to the fact that the life that we've built for ourselves wasn't actually what we wanted to be doing. But now we kind of got to carve out a new path. We've kind of got to maybe start again in some ways. But the person that puts the work in to build that new path, Eight of Pentacles, it pays off, because it's all for your own gain. It's all for your own growth. And you are building a new direction, Leo, to your true joy, your true happiness, your true, beautiful, abundant future. So that's what I'm feeling. There's been an awakening. We're wanting to release the old, and we're willing to put the hard work in, or realizing that we need to start carving out the direction to the Ten of Cups, which is your ultimate best life reality, whatever that means for you. It'll be different for all of you, but in this card here we see you know, the beautiful location, maybe your partner, some children if you want that, at least a rainbow of blessings, you know, giving energy, the right energy out, receiving the vibrational match for that, and we're just kind of living from that real place of ease, flow and abundance in our life. But to get there we need to release whatever's holding us back, and generally it's the limitations of the mind, the conditioning that tells us that we're not worthy, that we're not deserving, all of that kind of things. Source wants you to be abundant, Leo. Just keep that in mind. So how do we get there? Stepping into Emperor mode, Aries energy again. It's about getting into the driver's seat of your life, getting into control, and beginning to really shape that reality how you want it, rather than just allowing life to happen. The person in the Eight of Swords just allowed life to happen in terms of the path that was set out by society, or just set out in front of you. Now it's time for you to be the master creator of your life And sometimes you need to be an emperor about it, which is kind of parking the emotions, looking at things really strategically and logically and saying, what, practical, fire energy, inspirational, inspired action steps do I need to take to get to my 10 of Cups? So the Emperor might ask you to lay some new foundations in your life. It could be going and studying something completely different. Like, my path is like that. Doing tarot now. I've been in the, like the online kind of tech industry for a really long time. And now look, so you just don't know what's in store for you sometimes. And yeah, so the Emperor might ask you to go in a new direction and to start laying the foundation for it. It can be in relationships too. We've met somebody when we're really young and we've made a lifelong commitment to them, which we hold really dear. But after an awakening, we kind of realize that maybe we can't journey within ourselves to where we really want to go with that person. And it's not because that, the love and commitment is meaningless. It's just that sometimes we need to make that shift in order for us both, or both of you, to move to where you really need to be. So, that's the Emperor is saying, take those strategic steps. Take those calculated risks to lay yourself a new foundation, Leo, because you're not going to regret it at all. 3 of Wands and the Sun. There is a new path opening up for you. And the person that arrives at the 3 of Wands has realized, yeah, I do need to turn my back on some things from the past, because otherwise I'm just going to get more of the same. I'm going to build more of that prison. I'm going to fortify my prison, my mental prison, if I do that. So I'm turning my back on the past lovingly, and I'm looking from the present moment to the future. And even just in that, like, that is a manifestation in its own. And as soon as you do that, you see the ships on the horizon that we see in the rider version of this card. We see the seedings of success, the seedings of abundance, the seedings of love. And then again, it asks you to take that next step, to take that leap into that reality, right? We have to keep on moving past the fear barriers. And Leo, your major arcana, this links to you as well as the strength card, is here. And the Sun is a yes card in the tarot, guys, a very strong yes. So if you've kind of been questioning this move or this release or whatever it is, the cards are saying, yes, it's time for you to take the new journey. And the Sun says that the worst is over. You're pushing past those obstacles and the future looks really bright ahead. There's healing here, there's rebirth, and there's new manifestation as well. So, but first of all, Leo, it's time to say bye-bye to the old, the 7 of Swords, the self-sabotage, the limitations of the mind, being available for those that want to manipulate us, maybe the betrayals and deceptions you've journeyed in the past. That chapter is over now, because as a conscious creator, an Emperor energy, it will be less likely that you'll find yourself in those situations. So the universe, or the world, the last major arcana, says we're closing the door on that cycle, and we're sending a very, very strong message to Source, to the universe, that we're not available for that. So bring on the good stuff. This is a victory, a huge victory for you, that says that cycle is closed and it's time for you to go vulnerable and reborn into the new. It's a beautiful energy. I love the universe because it says chapter closed. Let's welcome in some fresh new energy. And what we're leaving is that real, the mind being against us. Instead, we're going to use the mind in a really constructive way. The Ace of Swords is a breakthrough. It's new inspiration, a new idea, a new strategic path to move forward, new beginnings that are on purpose, aligned with your truth, and all of that. And we've got that here with the 10 of Pentacles, which says that, the foundation that you are laying here with the Emperor and putting the work in of the 8 of Pentacles has the ability to lead you to the 10 of Pentacles, and that is my other Living Your Best Life card. So is this one, and the 4 of Wands. So, it's about in the future, not all in the space of 1 week, but in the future, you can see yourself living that beautiful life with family, with a home, with enough money to cover your lifestyle so you don't have to stress. It's a really beautiful energy of you know, the highest level of satisfaction in your life. So there's a breakthrough this week to getting there, Leo, and it's got something to do with awakening from what's holding you back. And it's amazing how you might think, oh, I can't release that, you know, it's actually served me quite well. But how do you know that you're not going to receive something far greater in time after releasing that? So trust the journey. Amazing energy here, Leo. You know, there's a lot of blessings in this reading. The future is bright ahead. You're awakening to, you know, a higher level of consciousness, and the sun is just saying, Leo, just do it. Just do what you need to do. The future is bright ahead, and you are moving towards an extremely positive chapter. So Leo, I'm going to leave it there for you and wishing you all the best for this amazing energy that is coming into your life. Keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. There might be parts of this that resonate, not all of it. Obviously I'm covering like multiple themes in these readings, trying to keep them general for everybody, not just, you know, turn it into a love reading or something like that. So feel free to drop me a comment if you're called to share. I do read them all and try to respond to as many as I can. It helps me get to know you guys, connect with your energies and see what's happening in the collective. And Leo, I will see you next week for another message. Bye for now.